You got the pump-up music in the background, and we're ready to go. This is Cross Court Cast presented by Crack Racquets, Super Regional time, and we are in Columbus, Ohio for the number 3 seeded Ohio State Buckeyes hosting Illinois. Winner heads on to that final 8, and that will be coming up later on in the month of May. I'm Bryan Fenley. We've got 3 different doubles matches taking place right now. It's going to be a fun one as you work you through the action. Courts 1, Courts 2, and Courts 3. Ohio State is 31-4 on the year. Illinois, they are the 14th seed. They are 24-7. Buckeyes last week, they swept both Buffalo and Cal in the NCAA first and second rounds, respectively. Home has been a special place for the Buckeyes. They are 18-1 on the year, and they have swept a total of 15 opponents. They are outscoring their opponents at home this year, 82-9. Ohio State out strong against an Illinois team that is into the Super Regional for the first time since 2021. They are seeking their 8th berth into the quarterfinals in program history. Over to court number 2. Fighting Illini, they beat Yale and number 24 Vanderbilt to get into the Super Regional. In both first and second rounds for Illinois, they did take the doubles point. Same could be said for Ohio State in their first 2 rounds of NCAA action. Deciding point coming up, and this is one of 6 different feeds taking place today as part of Cross Court Cast presented by Crack Racquets. Encourage you to check out everything that Crack Racquets has as far as their coverage today. Women's and men's NCAA tournament action across the country. Nobody does it better than Crack Racquets, and they've got comprehensive live coverage with commentary all weekend long. Sneaking that one over the net man, and the Illini have taken the game. A break, a serve on court 2. Court 3 now. A strong drive, and that forces an error, and a break point comes up for Ohio State as they look to jump up 2-0. The definition of problem solving there for the Buckeyes, who find a way to escape with the point in hand, and they have the first two games in their possession. Alex Bernard is the one serving here for Ohio State. He's teamed up with Alex Okonkwo. Ohio State on the near side. They're wearing the red trunks. Out there for three doubles for Illinois would be David Bocconi and Zach Fiala. Bocconi and Fiala are 11-3 during this dual season as a doubles partnership. Not used to being down 2 games to love. Buckeyes facing the Fighting Illini for the third time this season. First time was regular season. Ohio State winning at 5-2 right here at the Ty Tucker Tennis Center. And then in the Big Ten tournament as well, took out the Fighting Illini 4-3. The last 13 times that these teams have faced off, Ohio State has been the champ. The winner will go to Athens, Georgia, and will play the winner of TCU and Stanford in the NCAA quarterfinals. That will be on May 14th. Break point for Illinois. Double fault, the break lead away. We're back on serve on court 3. Taking a peek at things on court number 2. 2 doubles. And the 2 doubles partnership out there for Illinois is William Ross and Tyler Bowers. They've won their last 2 matches together. Illinois in the orange. Checking in on court number 1. Brandon Kerpico and Nikita Feeling for Ohio State on the near ends. Taking on Gabriel DeBrew and Kenta Miyoshi. Ohio State number 3 in the nation. And they've got 5 different players that we're going to see in singles that have singles rankings. Feline and Carpico on this screen. They're the 5th-ranked doubles team in the nation. Taking an overhead from the baseline. Got that one to go. That is not an easy shot. But putting that one away briskly off the bounce. A good amount of Fighting Illini contingent and fans in the crowd as well. Illinois this year, they did beat 12 ranked teams. They were 12-4 against ranked opponents. 15 all. Looking for the lob, slightly overhit. Trying to track it down would be the Illini. Overcast conditions here in Columbus. Put on the defensive, a couple of overheads, one attempted by each on the Illini side to eventually whisk away the point. 40-15 for 2 all. Two games apiece we go. In the meantime, we'll eavesdrop on 2 dubs. Aiden Kim and Bryce Nakashima are the 2 out there at 2 dubs for OSU. 17-7 the record during the dual season, and at this 2 spot they are 10-3 on the year. Taking on Tyler Bowers and William Ross. And to play a half volley from way deep in the court, Mraz and Bowers, they won their 2nd round NCAA tournament doubles matchup against Vanderbilt. They took that on court 2, 6-4 over Callum Markowitz and Pablo Martinez Gomez. Powering away, finally breaching the defenses. But not without some Herculean-like cuts off the ground. Finally found an opening. Illinois was the number 3 seed, in the Big Ten tournament a few weeks ago, and they reached the semifinals. And they were knocked out by this very Ohio State team. 4-3 was the final score. So could we see another close one here with the stakes that much higher? We're seeing what is going on for court 3. Alex Bernard, Alex Okonkwo receiving. Taking on Zach Fiala and David Bocconi. Fiala and Bocconi, 11-3 on the year. They've lost only one completed double set this year at the 3 position. Okonkwo taking matters into his own hands with that return of serve, heightening the pressure on the serving Fighting Illini, who are in danger of falling behind 5-1. Another break point surfacing for the Buckeyes on this third flight of doubles. They have a 3-2 lead on court 1, and it is 2-all on court 2. That's Bernard coming in and instantly getting taken advantage of with his compromised court position. A must-hold scenario here for the Fighting Illini. In danger of giving OSU an opportunity to serve out the set. Came in and took that one inside the baseline, but a high bouncing second serve to the backhand results in a missed return, and on a third game point, the Illini capture the game. Let's see what's going on for court 1. All square at 3 on serve. That one just clipped the top of the net and stayed on the OSU side. This is Brandon Caprico, and Nikita Feline. What an incredible year that they have had together in doubles. 21-3 during the dual season, 7-1 in Big Ten play. 14-2 at the ones. They've been oscillating between the ones and the threes this year. Easy pickings right through the middle of the court, and an easy one to gobble up. Miyoshi regretting that placement as he was hit off the court and pushed back off some penetrating ground strokes that were dealt over by the Buckeyes. Caught him in transition, right at the feet. Could not have placed that any better. All three of the doubles teams for Ohio State, they are ranked. You can see the ones and the twos on your screen simultaneously. Over at the twos, that's Nakashima and Kim. They're ranked 45th in the nation in doubles. Nakashima really going after that backhand return as it flutters off the court. And we are on serve these top two flights. An outright lead for Ohio State on court three doubles, but everything else is rather even keel. It's a busy, fun weekend for the Buckeyes because the women's tennis team is also hosting a super regional here, and that will be Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern time against Vanderbilt. Solely on the ones and a deciding point. That was a big one because Ohio State manages to negotiate the hold away from the break-point-minded duo of Illinois. Well, they're at a sit-down. Let's see what's brewing on court two. Illinois closing in on what they hope is 3-all. It's the second straight year that these two teams have played 3 times in the same season. Okay, thanks, man. All right, we are back at it. Court 2 has a break point at play. Illinois dropped the three doubles matchup 6-2. So Ohio State has one double set in their possession, with the top two flights still up for grabs. Illinois has their highest winning percentage on any one of the three doubles courts at the ones, but the twos is second. They're at 65%. Illinois winning 65% of their completed double sets on court number 2. As Bowers serves with a deciding point at stake. For all, as Bowers got most of the traffic sent his way, and he had every type of shot at his arsenal to withstand what was coming at him. Coming in off the sitter. Exquisite footwork for the Illini to then get a floater and put away rather promptly. The put away courtesy of Kenta Miyoshi, who continues to serve. Miyoshi does it again, coming forward and found a nasty angle at his behest with that backhand that was sharp and short. Miyoshi and Debrou teaming up together. And this is a rather unique partnership because they usually aren't paired together. They're 2-1 together, so don't have a ton of experience, but they're certainly hanging in here at the ones. The decision to come running in, storming in behind the serve, putting some undue pressure on the Buckeyes and, in essence, taking some time away. These are the two remaining doubles matches. Both teams coveting that doubles point. We got two really good double sets playing out here. Both are on serve, 4-all and 5-all, although Ohio State, while serving, has pocketed a slew of game points to try to keep themselves on the front side of the scoreboard on court 2. A body shot from the Buckeyes, and it was a blemish-free hold for them in that ninth game. So at the changeover, Ohio State 5-4 in front. Court 2, what about court 1? All square at 5-all. There was a sliver of a window down the line, but it had to be a quick one to get to, quick off the bounce. And a tough transition half volley to play for Debrou. He was one extremely talented singles player. We'll see him coming up in singles. Singles, he's won 8 straight matches in singles. A laser finish coming in off the changeover for the Fighting Illini on court 2. This is Nakashima serving, currently on court 2 in your right screen. Bryce Nakashima, younger brother, or excuse me, no, he was returning in the deuce court. My apologies. But Bryce is the younger brother of Brandon Nakashima. High stakes, drama-filled, tense moments for both teams. With very little margin for mistake, considering the closeness between the two squads and the scoreboard here. Right through the Ohio State bunch. DeBrew got to the forehand. And did the damage, and that's a little tricky one. A frustrating, tantalizing moment where the Buckeyes had a short one to play and just a little tentative on that backhand. Trying to handle that thing. And Illinois has surged to a 40-15 lead. Ohio State has taken a 6-5 lead on court 1. That one was close. And I believe the call ultimately is out as Nakashima took that return early and tried to pinpoint it on the outer edge of the doubles alley. So we're all tied up at 5 games apiece. On serve on court 1, on serve on court 2. Last time these teams played, it went down to the final court of singles. You just got a sense, the way things are playing so far, that we are in for the long haul. These are two titans in the Big Ten, scoring off for the right to go to the NCAA quarterfinals. They're back to playing on court 1. And overhead is easily taken care of for the Illini. They are up against the 8th ranked doubles team in the nation. That would be Brandon Carpico and Nikita Feline. They are 36-6 overall on the year, on the academic year. Illinois jumping all over the serve early on court 2, and there's a strong amount of Illini fans here to take away what you would assume would be complete home court advantage, but you've got enough orange in the crowd to add on to the noise level to make things interesting. Illinois 30 game leads on both courts. It's a big one there for 30 all. Aiden Kim working his way back from a love 30 deficit. He is at the line. little more width made things a little more challenging for Kim as he was taken off the court. Started out in the battle across courts, and then Nakashima got involved at the net. Great point. And this is a big one here for the Illini. Moves that forehand off the court, so a break a serve in game 11. Turns into what could be a golden opportunity for the Illini to serve it out. Serve it out, that double set. We're going to a tiebreaker. How exciting this is on court one. And Ohio State strikes first with an unreturned serve into the body. Court three already went to Ohio State 6-2. That was the one of the three that was lopsided in the set score. Top two flights have been just about dead even. Midair off the stretch volley, return try. The backhand was bashed at Illini's Gabriel DeBrew. He's teamed up with Kena Miyoshi on court one. Miyoshi's a great singles player in his own right, playing 1 and 2 singles all year long. Rose serving for the double set. And court two. That deafening sound from the crowd. You'll love the energy here. Getting that opportunity to play outdoors as well. Off the bounce, rocketed past. And 3 love out of the gates in this first set tiebreaker for the Buckeyes. 15 all on court two. Went for too much there on the charge forward. The swinging volley. One-way traffic seems to be emerging on court one with the tiebreak score the way it was, and it began with a service winner for Ohio State. Under duress, but finds a way to take that point. Really nicely done for Bowers. Tyler Bowers. Mostly a doubles specialist. They'll see him occasionally play singles, but they rely a lot on him when it comes to doubles. Break point on court two. Lots of volleys. Don't always having to hit on that particular court. Well, the Fighting Illini have strung together 2 straight points after the side change from down 4-love to 4-2 on court one. cheated a little bit towards the middle of the court, and there was a glimmer, an opening, slight one, cross court. And that's just a great sense of court vision from the Ohio State Buckeyes on court one to see the cheat to the middle, open space, cross court, and get the Illini slightly out of position. And we're going to play a tiebreaker on court number 2 as well. Missed the court. Off the forehand return. We've just started play in the Buster on court 2. Not an open seat in the crowd you can see in the background. Absorbing the pace and dropping it in there snugly. Ohio State on court 1 is a point away from assuring that they will be the ones that lay claim to the doubles point. Not to be on a match point. It's Miyoshi, who gets the unreturned serve. The Buckeyes capture the doubles point. And the music in the background to celebrate, as it is 1-love, the number 3 seeds against the number 14 seeds. And with that, we'll now prepare ourselves for singles. That will be moments from now. Stay with us. Super Regional play continues. I'm Bryan Fenley. Cross Court Cast presented by Racquets is your source for everything college tennis. Ready to go for singles. This is super regional action from Columbus, Ohio. The third-seeded Ohio State Buckeyes facing the 14th-seeded Fighting Illini. This is the top flight of singles just getting underway. The doubles point going to Ohio State. And this is a matchup between Aiden Kim of Ohio State and Gabriel DeBrew of Illinois. Meantime, we'll check in on court number 4. Adam Gilly versus Nikita Feline, just getting started. Feline of Ohio State, he has won his last 18 completed matches. Incredible run for him. Taking matters into his own hands with an unreturned inside out, ripped cross court for Feline. Feline, sophomore from Glenview, Illinois. Up to a 30-love start.
Go, Nick.
He's 23-1 on the year. One loss in singles all year long. Feline has been playing at the 4s, the 5s, and the 6s. The one loss he does have was at the 6s. He's got 3 game points. Went for a drive off a speedy, flattened out first serve. And nothing getting in the way of Feline from a love hold. So he's out to a strong start on court number 4. Feline. In the meantime, let's transition to that top flight. A break point has come into play here, as DeBrew looking to make something happen. Illinois in the orange. Gabriel DeBrew, 14-5 during the dual campaign. He's won his last 8 singles matches, taking on Aiden Kim. A break, a serve, and the Fighting Illini feeling good about themselves on court 1. At the onset, that's a big first game won by the returning DeBrew against Aiden Kim, who is 12-9 during the dual campaign. He's been bouncing back and forth between playing the 1s and the 2s, and at the 1s, he is 10-8 on the year, and 5-2 in singles during the Big Ten campaign. DeBrew takes the first game here. They are about to switch ends. We do have 6 different singles matches taking place at the same time. The other 4 that we haven't shown yet, they are still amidst their first game. Aiden Kim was part of the 2 doubles team with Bryce Nakashima. They went unfinished. They were forced into a tiebreak set. Getting a floater, and the court was wide open. A rip, a swinging volley for DeBrew. He was moving his opponent all over the court. Illinois coming in 24-7 on the year. Ohio State 31-4 overall. The winner will head to the NCAA quarterfinals. Had a chance to upgrade to the forehand after traffic was sent to his backhand. Kim off the forehand runs in and finds a put away in the forecourt at his disposal for 15 all. Looks like we might, I'm trying to see some of the reflection. Would that be some sprinkles coming down? I know we do have overcast skies here. Methodical from DeBrew. An exemplary job in taking time away and opening up the court with the out wide serve. An appetizing short forehand to rip past the backhand defense of Kim, and DeBrew is just having his way with these out wide serves. He's getting short balls and getting ahead on these points right from the jump. Denied by the net cord that time was DeBrew. Just a freshman from France. DeBrew standing 6'4", trying to close out this game on his serve. Currently ranked 18th in the nation in singles, and he's been ranked as high as number 2 in the nation in doubles. We got a deciding point coming up here, so some resistance starting to be put up by Kim. He could not have played that ball any better. Threading it down the line. A well-behaving backhand winner as we transition back over to court 2. And this is the first time that we get a chance to see these two out there for Ohio State. Is Jack Anthrop. He is on the near side of your screen. Illinois, they're wearing the orange. Facing Kenta Miyoshi. Kenta Miyoshi went unfinished in 2 doubles moments ago. Singles, he's been great. He actually is tied for the team best in singles wins on the year for the Illini, 16-7 overall. Got a chance to generate pace and offense behind the inside in. Miyoshi got to a good start in this game. The senior who secured ITA Singles All-America honors in November. Second consecutive year he had done that. Reached the third round of the NCAA Singles Championship in the fall. Anthem looking to go down the line. 15-6, his record on the year. Ohio State at home this year, 18-1. Good start for Miyoshi here at 40-15. Anthrop is ranked 32nd in the nation, his opponent. And Miyoshi is ranked number 16 in the nation. Over the 6 flights of singles, we have a total of 8 ranked singles players combined. Just to further underline how good these teams are. Let's see what's going down on court 3. Visiting with them for the first time, Preston Stearns of Ohio State versus William Rose. Into their third game now. Preston Stearns, 31 in the nation. And Rose is ranked 96 in the land in singles. Rose was teamed up with Tyler Bowers in 2 doubles earlier today, and they went unfinished. They forced a tie-break set, but only a few points in. And by then, the Buckeyes had clinched the doubles point by winning courts number 3, 6-2 there. And then on court 1 is where it was clinched, the doubles point, with a tie-break set there as well. So 3 games into court number 3. Illinois on the front foot, 2-1 there as they sit down for the first time. Now let's see what's going on between Bryce Nakashima on court 5, who was 14-5 during the dual season. And he is taking on Zach Viala, who was 16-7. Make that 11-2 during the dual campaign, is currently 4-2 at the 5s, and he has played the 3s, the 4s, the 5s, and the 6s over the course of this year. Serving now at 1-2. A little hiccup with the double fault there from Viala. Viala, redshirt sophomore from Perth, Australia, standing 6'2". Two doubles for him to get started. Not the ideal way to begin things for Fiala, who has never been ranked in singles, but was ranked in doubles at one point. You got to go back to 2024. Redshirted his first year, and then last year, 99 during the dual season, and then better that to 11-2 coming in. And still looking to find the box here. Went for a pace generation off the cross court. And that threw off Nakashima slightly. Nakashima, junior from San Diego. Takes the overhead right to the body of Nakashima, who left that return of serve just a little bit too short, bouncing inside the service line, which allows Fiala to take control of the point from there and withstand the barrage that was coming his way. And this is a good bounce back for him for 30 all. Mark it down as 3 straight points for him, finding some success going up the middle through the tee on the deuce side. Began this game with back-to-back double faults. A hold from down, love 30. That is good stuff if you are a Fighting Illini fan to watch the way your number 5 singles player recovered in such a way. Alex Bernard is returning for Ohio State on court 6 as he is facing Hayden Jones of the Fighting Illini. Alex Bernard is 10-3 during the dual year. Hayden Jones is 9-5. Five of those 9 wins for Jones this year coming on court 6. Took some pace off of it, but it was more the placement that made the difference with that serve out wide for Hayden Jones, the freshman from Australia. Fighting Illini have 3 different players from Australia. Jones holds for 2 all. And now we get a chance to look at Alex Bernard from Bonita Springs, Florida, the senior. He has been a staple on this Ohio State team for a long time. Stretched out Jones and came in to force the issue. 3 years ago, just to give you a sense of how long Bernard has been with the Ohio State program, 3 years ago he was a NCAA singles quarterfinalist, all Big Ten first team 2023 and 2025. Tough serve, attacking the forehand return to elicit the error. Bernard ranked as high as number 10 in the nation this year in doubles when Alex Okonkwo was his partner. Look at the action on that ball to get it around Jones. Ohio State has an 81% winning percentage on court 6 during this dual season. That's the second best of any of the 6 courts. Court 4, Fenley is running away with things here, serving at 5-1 against Gilly. 23-1, his singles record. Fenley's won 18 straight matches. Just an incredible run for him that seemingly is making its way into this match for him too. Trying to close out this opening set is Fenley. Nikita Fenley was named Big Ten Player of the Week back in September. 5-1, 30 love. Lands on set points as he looks to be the first to finish the first set of the 6 singles matches taking place. Did he get that one to go in on the redirect? Half volley, he does. He puts his racket into the air to celebrate a strong beginning for him. 6-1. Wow, what a beginning for Ohio State. Courtesy of Fenley. Aiden Kim looking to go up 5-2 here against Debrew. I think we saw a ball infiltrate the court on the other side of the court mid-rally, so we're going to do that point over again. Five games to 2, Aiden Kim moves in front. The junior from Michigan. One line below at the 2s. Yoshi and Anthrop. Anthrop takes it early and cozies that ball flush down the line with a sweet stroke off the two-hander. Anthrop, senior 6'2" from Orlando, Florida. Built up the point to give himself a look at a runaround. And once he did, Anthrop sinked his teeth into the point on his terms. Blasting one inside out. 30 all. So we'll keep that one on your left screen. And on your right screen, we have a deciding point between Hayden Jones and Alex Bernard on court number 6. And that's where we'll go now. Bernard takes the break lead 4-2 against Hayden Jones, who was part of a very decorated recruiting class 2025. Those ranked number 2 in the nation by Tennis Recruiting Network. Debrew serving in the hopes of extending the opener. Backhand checked up long off the racket of Kim. So Debrew manages to push this to a 9th game. Struggling to get into these return games, but he has won his games by way of being at the line for Debrew so far. Kim can put an end to the opening set if he holds here. Came in off the backhand slice, and that approach shot got away from him. Debrew was also part of that 2025 vaunted number 2 in the nation recruiting class. When you think about Debrew, he came over from France and he's been ranked as high as 233 ATP ranking in the world. He's already won 2 challenger singles titles. And now building up his experience at the collegiate level in the U.S. Hayden Kim, though, closing in. Set points for Kim. One of 5 Buckeyes to be ranked is Kim. He's the highest ranked Buckeye at number 11 in the nation. So he'll have another set point coming up, but a break point has come into play here, and Fiala has taken the game away from Bryce Nakashima. Finding a line eye like where they're positioned on court 5. Back to the top flight. Not over yet. DeBrew trying to put up a fight. Ohio State has won 13 straight matches against Illinois. It's been a long time since the Fighting Illini have had the upper hand against their Big Ten brethren. Hanging in these points and watching Kim make a few loose errors from the baseline. And DeBrew has saved 3 set points, a 4th, and he's right back in the opening set. He went for that cross court, amplifying the pace behind it. And that change in tempo made the difference in the end as Aiden Kim squelches the hopes of his opponent by closing out the opening set on a 4th set point. Bottom two, flight 6 and the 5s, with set scores that are the inverse of each other. To recap here, Kim won the first set for Ohio State. Ohio State has also taken the opening set on court 4. Those are the only 2 completed first sets in this Super Regional. Nikita Feline over Adam Gilly 6-1 on court 4. Aiden Jones put under some movement pressure on the placement of those Bernard returns. Time under a time crunch under his forehand. 30-15. And let's go to court 5, Soley. Viala, change of direction behind the forehand. Even clipped the top of the tape. Still didn't throw off enough, or didn't hamper him in the end, as Viala takes dead aim at being the first Illini in singles to win an opening set. With authority, a passionately struck, rocketed first serve through the middle of the court gives Viala the opening set, and he does it with relative ease against Nakashima. Winthrop is up a break against Miyoshi. This is the 2 line. And that's one that can be watched on your right screen. Set point on court 6 for Bernard against the server Jones. Started out ahead in that game, and then things went the wrong direction for Hayden Jones. Bernard pulls off the break of serve to cement the first set in his favor, and now the Buckeyes have won 3 of the first 4 completed opening sets. 2 opening sets are still in the works, including on court 2. Trying to beat Miyoshi to his forehand side with the directional changer. And Miyoshi's ranked top 20 in the nation in singles. What a year he has had for the Illini, who beat both Yale and Vanderbilt to get to the Columbus Super Regional. A forceful finish and a forcing shot off of it. Anthrop going big behind the forehand that time. Into that tight backhand corner. That'll put Anthrop up 5-3. Back to the line goes Miyoshi. Anthrop is 32nd in the nation in singles. It's a must-hold situation here for Miyoshi. Stearns and Rose are at 4 apiece, as evidenced by the court 3 video. Miyoshi Sr. from Tokyo, Japan, leading 30 love. As Big Ten Player of the Year in 2025. At the outside part of that line, right through the middle. For 40-15. Miyoshi on court 2, right screen. Miyoshi got the job done, and he races to his chair for 5-4. A real reliable product for the Illini ever since his freshman campaign. He has had winning seasons, winning records during the dual year, all 4 years. Stearns and Rose is serving for the Illini in what is the closest of the 6 singles matches. Senior from Illinois, Rose, named Big Ten men's tennis player to watch list. That was back on January 9th of this year. A native of Florida serving here at 30 all. He's ranked number 96 in the nation in singles, and Preston Stearns is ranked number 31 on this court. Making it easy for Rose is Stearns by moving around and going corner to corner with his precise strikes from the back. Second sets have begun on courts 4 and 1, as you can see. Gilly versus Fenley on court 4. Deciding point on court 3. Left it long, did Stearns, and Rose has a 5-4 advantage. Fenley already up a break. More on that match in a moment, but a deciding point between DeBrew and Kim. DeBrew could have made it 2-love, but he's disappointed in the way he went about his technique on that return is serve. Rose 5-4 in front. They're at a side change. No ad scoring, but a deuce point here on court 4. Fenley serving at Gilly. Overthinking, potentially, was what led to that missed opportunity from Fenley as Gilly breaks back for 2-all, so no longer up a break is Fenley on court number 4. Let's steer things over to 2 singles. Yoshi and Anthrop. And it's Anthrop on a second set point. He is pumped up as he closes the door on the opener, outlasting Miyoshi 6-4 with a 5-point hold in game number 10. 4 of the 5 completed opening sets have gone to Ohio State, including this one on court 6. Deciding point. Bernard versus Jones. Easy work for Alex Bernard, a seasoned veteran on this Buckeyes team who navigates around some early serving troubles to get the first game on the board in set 2. And the Blue all even early in the second set. Fenley and Gilly all square as well in the second set. A cross court that I think missed from Kim, noting his reaction afterwards. Although it looks like Kim has the advantage here. And a break point Yeah, a chance at a break point on court 1. Working his way out of trouble, slowly but surely, for DeBrew. Illinois and Ohio State meeting for the 3rd time this year. First 2 meetings, both going to the Buckeyes. 5-2 in the regular season, 4-3 in the semifinals of the Big Ten tournament back on April 24th in Ojai, California. Just a beautiful place is Ojai. Big point here on court 1. He ran that on by. DeBrew backhand blistered. On that deciding point, that one was hit with conviction down the line. A deciding point on court 4 as well. Trouble with that volley in his movement forward for the Illini's Joey, giving Feline the break back. Consecutive service breaks spanning games 4 and 5 in the second set. And Feline is back in front of one captive audience, capturing their attention with a break lead and a set in front as well. Bryce Nakashima, not the start he was looking for. He'd be the first to mention that. Aspiring to go up 2-1. Nakashima versus Viala. Viala winning the opening set. That's been the only opening set that has gone Illinois' way. We've seen 5 different matches finish their opening sets. The only one that hasn't would be on court 3 between Stearns and Morose. He had that one set up perfectly to get to the forehand and whip it by Viala. Brought him in and then got the forehand and crushed it on by. The 2-ball pass off the chip. Here's Morose. 5-all, 40-30. William Rowe, 16-7 during the dual season. And it's at this 3rd flight where he's had most of his wins. That would be 12 of his 16 wins coming at the threes. Back-to-back games with a deciding point on court 6. Winner heads to the NCAA quarterfinals. That is what is at stake. Up to court 3. Stearns with a major .1. As he's got a clear path to winning the opening set. He'll be serving for it at 6-5 following the break of serve in Game 11. Number 1 singles. DeBrew 30 love. He's 8-5, DeBrew, against nationally ranked singles players this year. Kim currently ranked number 11. And stretched out on the backhand side, was rushed after taking a backhand early and spreading it off the return. Double bouncing. Launching his body into that second serve return. See how early he took it. It was almost picked up by the shin near the service line. And then he had to go all the way back and then brought back in once again. That's DeBrew playing the court dimensions well. Stearns 6-5. And he closed out this first set. Kirsten Stearns ranked 31 in the nation. 13-4 on the year. Stearns has the third most singles wins on the year for an Ohio State player. Redshirt junior from Cincinnati as they're serving Preston Stearns. Began this year ranked number 51 in the preseason ITA singles ranking. Got up to 22. Now just outside the top 30. Moreau's blocking back that return. 30-all. The only singles match here that hasn't finished its first set. Manfred comes in off a deciding point and goes up 2-0. As they bring in coverage from court 2. Set point for Stearns. Rushed on the backhand side, and Stearns has the first set. 5 of the 6 first sets going the Buckeyes' way. They also are the owners of the doubles point, as they were in the first and second rounds of the NCAA tournament as well. Fenley and Gilly toe-to-toe on court 4. Fenley jumped out early. He was the first of the 6 singles matches to finish that first set. And he is 1 game away from putting the second overall point on the board for the Buckeyes. Timon DeBrew appearing on this court 1. And they are both contesting after a deciding point. DeBrew is charged up. He'll need a big effort from him. The Fighting Illini, if they want to come back. Beaton. Oh, he got it over. Gilly there. His back was to me, but he must have just gotten that point over, that ball over for 15 all against Fenley. And let's see that instant replay. Oh, well, we had it a moment. We'll get you that instant replay of some other shots later on throughout the course of this match. But we definitely have had some really highlight reel shots like that one right there. Fenley clearly hitting the weight room with the power that he unloaded on that inside out ball. Gilly summons the courage to put it to 30 all. Trying to win his 5th game of this match. Adam Gilly, 14-7 record on the year. I'm not sure what happened there. Fenley said he wasn't ready for the second serve. Gilly took the serve and nobody went for it. A body serve for Gilly. Fenley finishes the job on his terms by moving in and taking the point. that reliable forehand volley winner of his. And that's going to bring up a match point as well. So added pressure on Gilly here for the Illini. Gilly holds on. He's not out of this yet. Extends this match a game further. 5-4. 6-2, 2-all. Back to court 6, Bernard and Jones. A dipper after having to run that one down deep into his backhand corner. Almost won that point, which would have been textbook problem solving. Jones made Bernard work extra hard to win that point by continuing things on. Fenley. There's an open runway for the second overall point in the match if he holds here. But a setback with a double. Putting a slight damper on things for 15-all. Out is the call, upheld by our chair umpire. Gilly thinks otherwise. Awfully close. See if we can take a quick look there. Man, that is so hard to see with how hard he hits that ball, to see that where it lands with the naked eye. And obviously it was very, very close. I'll leave it at that. 15-all. Went for something a little bit more risky and missed down the line. And a Fenley forehand to Gilly backhand matchup. It was Fenley who outlasts in that baseline point. Match points on the board here. This will be the second one, but first behind the serve. There might not be a more impressive player in the country right now at the college level than Nikita Fenley. 19 straight singles matches won as he takes out Gilly 6-1, 6-4 and puts the second point on the board for the Buckeyes, up 2-love in the Super Regional against the Illini. Watch it again with awe. Fenley moves to 24-1 on the year. He's the first singles match to wrap up. Blue turning things around in his favor on court one, as he looks to force a third set. Pushed it a little bit wide, did DeBrew there. Early stages of set two between Anthrop and Miyoshi. Second serve upcoming for Anthrop, who has already staked out a break advantage. Miyoshi looking over to the chair umpire to see if it was in or out. He says it's out. And Anthrop boosting the cause. 3-1 to his advantage. Over to court one. Aiden Kim misses the bunny. Could he have gotten to that quicker if he went backhand instead of forehand? We'll never know, but potentially. Alas, it is set point. That is DeBrew out wide serving. He's got the second set, and we're going to a third between Kim and DeBrew on court one. This is Cross Court Cast presented by Crack Racquets. Alongside my producer, James Tate, I'm Bryan Fenley. Ohio State up 2-0 against Illinois. This is Super Regional coverage, and Crack Racquets has you covered across the nation. Super Regionals all over the land. 6 different feeds, streams today on YouTube. Go check out all the content on all the social media platforms and on YouTube. You can watch all the streams live, or you can go back and watch them archived from the day earlier. Here's Nakashima and Viala.
Come on!
Nakashima 5-2 in front. Trying to boost his morale. So he looks to be coming back. They're going to change sides on that court, and they will have a changeover in the meantime. Miyoshi trying to keep it close against Anthrop, and does. Time efficient hold and 4 points for the senior from Tokyo. Over to Jones and Bernard on the 6th line. Illini wearing the orange. Ohio State wearing the red trunks. Buckeyes victorious with the doubles point. First taking court 3 in dubs, clinching the dubs point on court 1 and a tiebreak set. And then they won their first singles match with Nikita Feline to go up 2-0 now. That one was off target from Jones. Last loss for Ohio State was the Big Ten tournament final. Fell to Michigan State 4-3. Exquisite work from Bernard. The drop shot, and then a dandy of a lob winner, arcing it over the net-charging Jones with pure brilliance. Anthrop and Miyoshi on your screen. Miyoshi missing on that sideline breaking forehand. When you have to settle for second serves against Miyoshi, it is extremely hard to keep it away from that backhand. Or excuse me, to keep it away from that forehand of his, as he was all forehands in that point off the second serve. The arrival of a deciding point on court 6. Bernard makes a giant step in the right direction. 6-2, 4-2. As he takes away the game from Hayden Jones. (18-1) record at home for Ohio State this year. 15 of those 18 wins were sweeps. So far, they haven't given up a point. That one hung up in the air way too long, giving Jones time and opportunity to whip that ball on by. Anthrop 4-2. He'll be serving 40 love. Great crowd on hand. A lot of Illini fans, Fighting Illini fans making the trek. You can see by all the orange shirts. A longer point. Bernard just holding his own there. William Rose and Preston Stearns on court 3 early in the second set. Rose dropping the first set to Preston Stearns, 7-5. Stearns serving at 1-2, love 30 down. Looks like we got a little bit of rain, some drizzle. And the hope is that it's just a slight pause in the festivities. You can see the court to the left. They're trying to dry up some of the lines. Those are the ones that are usually a little more slippery. Excuse me. You can see a good amount of people in the back are exiting. Trying to get a weather update from Columbus here as we wait the rain out. See a couple of people that are starting to break out the umbrellas. Weather in Columbus is 65 degrees. And there's only an 8% chance of precipitation. It could be a brief shower according to different weather tracking services, but it doesn't seem to be something that would potentially last all too long. If you watched Ohio State in the Big Ten tournament final, there was also a weather delay. They finished that against Michigan State after 6 hours. Spartans won that 4-3, but there was a few actually different moments mid-duel where they had to put a pause on things just because of the rain, and that match didn't end until midnight local time. It is a good sign that the players are staying on the court, meaning they probably won't be stopped for long. Now State has a great indoor facility as well. Step aside for just a moment. You can continue to watch the coverage, and I will turn my microphone off just for a minute or two as play gets ready to hopefully resume soon. I'm Bryan Fenley, James Taylor, my producer. This is Cross Court Cast, presented by Racquets. Yes. Can you hear me? We had a rain delay, and it looks like we're going to get back to action here momentarily, a moment or two away from resuming play. This is the Super Regional in Columbus, Ohio. The 3-seeded Ohio State Buckeyes taking on the 14-seeded Fighting Illini, and it is 2-love mid-singles portion of this Super Regional winner onto the NCAA quarterfinals. This is Cross Court Cast, presented by Crack Racquets, alongside James Tate, my producer. I'm Bryan Fenley. And what we've seen so far is the Buckeyes have taken the doubles point, and they've won one singles match so far. That was Nikita Feline on court 4, 6-1, 6-4 over Adam Gilly. All of the other 5 remaining singles matches are still ongoing. But Ohio State is in the lead, and it's the team to get to 4 overall points that will advance into the NCAA quarterfinals. Last-minute warm-ups, they wipe down the lines on the court, dried up the court. Fans are starting to file back in. Temperature's just under 60, right around 60 degrees right now in Columbus. And we'll have 5 different courts to bounce around to. Bernard and Jones have started on court 6, top left of your screen, top left screen. And we'll go there and make that the big screen. Changing the speeds and the spins on the ball, just stabbing a few back there, was Bernard, blocking him back there. And Jones had a hard time picking it up. Another break point, though, and no ad scoring in this format. Ohio State has won the last 13 meetings against the Fighting Illini. Now it is the call. That was affirmed by the chair umpire. So we have a deciding point here, which also constitutes a break point. Pulled it off the court, and somehow Bernard escapes from a treacherous position in that game. He bounces back, recovers, and is 1 game away from putting the 3rd point on the board. As we watch that last point once again, the instant replay showing you that the net rush put some added pressure on Jones on the baseline, who proceeded to miss after that. 6-2, 5-2. Jones serving to stay in that match. And Anthrop having his way with Miyoshi, 6-4-4-2 on court number 2. Rumbling one down the line. An appeasing decision. Anthrop connecting forehand line in a breathtaking way. Let's watch that one again. Just clocks it. Cool and calculated. Bernard and Jones along with Anthrop and Miyoshi. Those two matches are on your screens now. Anthrop changing direction and playing for an extremely tight and small target and misses on the down the line. She just playing conservatively, not trying to do too much, not trying to go for too much. Playing with margin, 40-15. It's 30-all on court 6. Absolutely blistered in the cross court. Where did that come from? Bernard with a golden opportunity to close out this match. Out of nowhere, changes direction, speeds up the swing, and a match point surfaces. And quickly, all for naught, but another one does come into play off the deciding point. Love, the Buckeyes lead. Bernard, 6'2", 6'2", triumphs over Hayden Jones, who played a little bit too safe and got punished off a rally ball. A few winners in the cross court, calling out his team in jubilation was Bernard there. And Ohio State needs one more match won in singles to advance into the NCAA quarterfinals. Illinois has to win all 4 of the remaining matches. Anthrop 30 love. Closing in on 5-3 is Jack Anthrop, and he has been a seasoned veteran for this Ohio State team. He is ranked 32nd in the nation. Sailing long on the move in. Too much behind the forehand approach. A little loose there. And there's on both wings. Helping the cause for Miyoshi, who was broken extremely early in this second set. But Anthrop got it done in the end. 1 point away, Ohio State, and 1 game away from that 1 point that they need. As Anthrop succeeds in holding 6-4, 5-3 now. Yes. 18-1 record for Ohio State at home this year, and of those 18 wins, 15 of them are sweeps. A 16th is in the realm of possibility. Jack Anthrop, 6'2", senior, Orlando, Florida. 2024 singles All-American. He's really been the lifeblood of this Ohio State Buckeyes team for quite some time. A risky decision that doesn't pan out for Miyoshi. Making an open stance forehand. And playing it too wide. Jack Anthrop, you feel like he's been a lifer at Ohio State for years. He's been on the team. Redshirt senior now. Came into the year 22nd in the ITA preseason rankings, and he's 2 points away. And we've got some more rain that is starting to douse the court. Just led to efforts to clean and dry the court, especially those lines that can get slippery for the players. Imagine the suspense for Miyoshi and Anthrop to have it halted for the time being right here at this moment in the match. A match that is 7 hours shy, or 7 minutes shy of 3 hours.
Attention fans, at this time, the remainder of the match has been moved indoors.
And it is a final. Ohio State needed only 2 points, and they clinch on court 2. Jack Anthrop, 6'4", 6'3". They moved inside after the rain delay, the second rain delay, and Ohio State needing not even a minute, seemingly, since moving in to get the job done against Illinois. And on to the NCAA quarterfinals will go the 3-seeded Ohio State Buckeyes with a sweep win over the Fighting Illini. Jack Anthrop was the one to clinch it. Our coverage on this feed is done for the day. So much more to get to throughout the day and tomorrow and throughout the weekend. For all the scheduling on the commentary and streaming for Crack Racquets, check their social media platforms for all the latest information on where you can watch your team in the NCAA postseason. Alongside my producer, James Tate, I'm Bryan Fenley, saying goodbye from Columbus, Ohio, as the Buckeyes are headed to Athens, Georgia, as a spot in the NCAA quarterfinals awaits them.